the new Parkway Theater, where good food, diverse entertainment, and community create a place for everyone. For showtimes and special events, check out www.thenewparkway.com. You are listening to High Score 510, where real talk is our vernacular.
In sports news, Cardi B and Stephon Diggs.
I should know he was going to take sports here.
Have announced that he's pregnant. What do you guys think about that?
Class A whore. Can we move on?
I ain't talking about Stephon Diggs. He ain't talking about the woman.
Yeah, exactly.
He's talking about the male. I feel sorry for that child. Maybe, hopefully, maybe one of the grandmas come in and help raise that child.
All right. Well, shout out to them, the happy couple. Congratulations on the
normalized whore.
All right, well, y'all ready to start the show?
Start this shit up, Jared, so I ain't on this motherfucker all night, man. I get tired, man.
Cam P-Funk is under the weather. AG3 is tired, and DJarTT just got back from camping. We're ready.
Camp every weekend?
You always go camp. You act like that shit different.
I don't go every weekend, but I go as much as I can while the weather's still good in the summer months or the late summer, September into October, here in sunny California. Ha ha. All right. Well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You are listening to the High Score 510 podcast. You can catch us at High Score 510 on the Instagram, the YouTube, and on the Twitter at Orcus Hipster. Also, check out our TikTok and Patreon page. And we are here with
AG3, just moving. I ain't got no speed right now. I'm just moving.
Here's your soundbite, AG3. Compliments of Alex Jones. Caption: when my family is arguing over politics and they ask for my humble opinion.
There's no video of President Trump sucking a ding-dong. And so what if there was? That's a lot better than World War III, Owen.
Oh, my God. That's even worse.
Oh, well, I hope AG3 is having more in-depth conversations than that about politics with the family, if they are happening.
I hope so.
And we are here with Captain P-Funk's on a phone call. He's got his flip phone out, and he's got his burner phone out, and he is talking to the feds. He's making a very important call to a top government official. I'm not saying Pedro's an informant, but he do be talking to a lot of federales.
Now, the traffickers, these are people that take drugs. These are guys that are named D-Money, Smoothie, Shifty, these type of guys that come from Connecticut, New York. They come up here, they sell their heroin, then they go back home. Incidentally, half the time they impregnate a young white girl before they leave.
All right, Pedro. And we are here with
Captain P-Funk, and I think I done caught the one-day COVID, hopefully.
Captain P-Funk is battling a bug. Hopefully his name is not COVID.
I'm on the pill.
Captain P don't believe in testing for COVID. He just like telling people he got it.
All right, here's your soundbite, Captain P-Funk. We hope you feel better. Hopefully this will make you feel a little better. Tennessee college football fan being asked a very important question about his team.
What would you give up for a national championship win? Women's rights. Jesus Christ. All right.
Are you sure that dude wasn't Mormon?
Captain P-Funk, what would you give up for a national championship or a NBA title, or well, I don't know, a Cleveland Browns Super Bowl, Pedro? What would you give up?
Pedro ain't got no team that for national championship.
Yeah, not only that, all the teams, Cleveland won the championship recently. My Lakers has been winning for decades. I'm good. I'm not giving up nothing for nothing.
Pedro, what'd you give for a Clipper championship?
Exactly.
What would you give for a Browns Super Bowl?
What I would give for a Clippers championship is a LLC under somebody else's name.
That takes some paperwork, Pedro. That's worth something.
Pedro, I heard you still owe Uncle Dennis money.
You still didn't answer the question about the Browns, though, Pedro.
No, they good. I said yes, I did. I said I'm not giving up nothing.
Okay.
I got Cleveland. The Cavaliers got a recent championship. My Lakers won. Cleveland. I don't like the ownership, so I don't give a shit what happens to them.
What if Shedeur Sanders is at the helm and it's a Super Bowl championship?
Pedro, what would you give up for a WNBA championship?
But wait a minute, what would I give up to go in the locker room after a WNBA championship? Everything. Kids, wife, all.
You can have I will pay you to take them. Let me go. All right. And my name is Jared, aka DJ Art, with 2 T's for a double dose of that ting ting. The D is silent, so it's just Jart. And here's my soundbite.
You hope that Charlie Kirk's death won't be used by a group we now call bad actors to create a society that was the opposite of the one he worked to build. You hope that. You hope that a year from now, the turmoil we're seeing in the aftermath of his murder won't be leveraged to bring hate speech laws to this country. And trust me, if that does happen, there is never a more justified moment for civil disobedience than that, ever. And there never will be. Because if they can tell you what to say, they're telling you what to think. There is nothing they can't do to you because they don't consider you human. They don't believe you have a soul. A human being with a soul, a free man, has a right to say what he believes, not to hurt other people, but to express his views.
All right. It is 2025, and we are so far down to red pill, blue pill, black pill. We got Tucker Carlson now speaking reasonable words. This ain't good. Oh, shit.
He flipped a little bit because
he's flipped twice now.
Yeah, he's more the Lincoln Party type of group.
Last year, all we had to worry about was whether Drake was not like us. 2024, that was the times. Now we in this shit. What a time to be alive in America.
This is not a good period. This is not a good history period. At least like when our parents were struggling and trying to get equal rights for niggas, things wasn't out of control and expensive. They didn't have the uphill battle that the generation wires he's going through.
Yeah, I can't believe you put Tucker Carlson as your intro.
I can't believe it either. It's 2025. The prime days of 2025. We're not at the end just yet.
Jared, what in the Tyrese is wrong with you?
I don't know. I'm not certain. This political landscape has got me like Tyrese during his breakdown, asking, what more do you want from me?
Tyrese is American hero.
He is, and he is a success story that we should laud.
I didn't know that Jim Caviezel was in a Transformer movie.
Oh, yeah, he was. Wait, does that have to do that was married to the other woman that's famous?
Jim Caviezel. He was in the last Passion of the Christ, man. And remember, Tyrese said that Jesus Christ was the original Transformer.
I saw that movie. I was with an ex from college, and we was in there. She was religious. She was pretty religious, I guess. Man, we watched that movie, and I turned and I see her bawling tears. I see people all around me crying. I'm like, and I thought something was wrong with me, and maybe there is something wrong with me. Not like I went and studied to figure out something's wrong with me, but I was like, there's a lot of people in here crying. I was like, this is like kind of like a crazy movie, right. But I don't know. It didn't hit me on the same chord as many other people. Something wrong with me, Aaron? If I didn't cry at Passion of the Christ?
I think if you're religious, if you're born,
damn it, Aaron.
If you're born, you asked me a question when I had a mouthful.
You was like as much talking as you was breathing right there. He's bored.
If you were, I would sound like your boy Dave Bluntz. If you were born into Christianity and lived your whole life believing Jesus Christ, the Lord and Savior, and all that, and then you see him get his ass whipped for 3 hours, straight hours, and you can't do nothing about it graphically, then I guess it starts some turmoil in you. I'll be honest, I never saw that movie.
You never saw Passion of the Christ?
No.
Yeah, I went and saw it because she wanted to see it. and she was somebody that
Was she Catholic?
No, I'm not Catholic. Some kind of Christian denomination.
You married a Christian?
No. She was a Christian.
She a 7-day Adventist?
No, I don't know what she was, man. I went to church with her and her family a couple times.
Was she from the Church of Latter-day Saints?
She's not praying tongues. She could do a couple things with them tongues.
Was she Amish? And you really didn't go to the movie? You was at her house churning butter?
Yeah, I was over there. I was, I was doing the Lord's work. I was, sowing my reparations, so to speak. Other than that, I was.
You was having sex with a Christian girl? I thought Christian girls didn't have sex.
I thought the same too, but I found out she was Christian
after
we had sex.
Biggest freak in the world is Christian women.
Catholic.
Yeah, so that movie didn't hit me and resonate. I think I had seen some movie scenes as a kid growing up that like struck me a certain way and really hit chords of my emotions and sense of moral justice, I guess. And the Passion of the Christ, it didn't do it for me, but
that's a movie I thought you might see, Aaron. Doesn't it have subtitles?
No, that was an American-made movie, right?
Yeah, it was in another language. It has subtitles. That was the other hard part for me.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. It was on my heart.
I have the DVD copy. I've seen it.
Don't get me wrong. I can read. Am I proficient at it? Sure. Am I excellent at it? No. Can I do it and be effective and learn from it? Yes. But I read slow and I think about what I'm reading. So when I'm trying to keep up with some of these subtitles of some of these movies, not that movie had a lot of subtitles anyways. It's like, kill that nigga. That's what
basically
Italian.
Repeat after me the holy phrase. Nigga, get your black ass out of here. Nigga, get your black ass out of here. Yeah. Keep it down, you black cricket. Nigga, get your black ass out of here.
Question of the day, and then we'll get to some news. Adrien Broner was dismissed from what's the name of the show with Cameron? Cameron and Mace's It Is What It Is, live in studio, and it was asked to leave after not being able to stop hitting on Cameron's co-host. Here's a clip.
What you waste that? I love you. What a guy. I'm sorry. My bad, y'all. My bad.
Arabia, is that a real background?
Hey, Stat, could you stop
Yes.
Can you stop smiling?
Arabia is...
Nah, yo, bro, some G, yo, bro, some G shit. We got to have boyfriend here, yo.
Right. Oh, shit.
I told you that.
My bad.
Nah, it's all okay, we can move on to football then.
Stat, oh my God.
Yo, Stat, let's do the football. I guess that answered the question about Floyd. When I see you taking off some time,
I'm mesmerized by Stat.
This nigga here, bro.
I did not know you looked that good in person. My bad, bro. You're amazing.
All right, hey, we gonna have to ask you to go, my nigga. I have to ask you to go, man. I'm gonna pay you for your time, for being here. I appreciate you. I love you, my nigga.
I'm not doing it again.
Yeah, no. I can't. I asked you the first time. I don't have no problems with you, but I'm gonna pay you for your time. But you can't violate, bro. I told you that.
I'm not, though. I'm not.
Nah, I told you niggas boyfriends are here. You know when my brother.
Oh, shit, my bad, bro. My bad.
Nah. But I appreciate your time.
It's me.
Cameron can be seen giving Broner cash and telling him, "Appreciate you. Got to go." Is this an example of Adrien Broner being drunk or punch drunk?
Jared, you clearly see that man off the perks. What are you talking about being drunk?
Yeah, that
nigga is trying everything. He's probably on an edible, mushroom, and some pills. Drunk my ass.
Yeah.
AG3
off them 30.
Yes, he eats.
He could not form a sentence, Sheriff.
Yeah,
probably was eating fried chicken too.
This is one reason why I do hate this. I mean, we had the cocaine society, but these motherfuckers, these young guys will try any drug, pills, ecstasy, weed, mushrooms, acid. See, remember when dudes used to do acid and make music, Aaron? Come out with some of the greatest funk songs you ever heard. These niggas now, they're doing perk 30s and mushroom. They're doing everything at the same time. Bootsy Collins said in a interview that they were just doing acid. They didn't try nothing else. They used to call it, what do they call it? Orange drink. Put the little acid tablet in the orange drink or some orange tang. Do that and make some funk. These dudes can't perform an interview.
He couldn't answer questions about boxing.
Yes, this drug society is so crazy. I know drugs was always there, man, but this is so they're so disrespectful with it now.
There is something to be said about the ultra, conservative, anti-drug society of yesteryear that made even what seemed like just nominal drugs nowadays seem, like they were the craziest thing to try. So I don't know. Is that a good thing or a bad thing that we've gone to a more, okay with drugs leaning society, or is it good, or should we have a little more fear or skepticism of extra drugs?
This is why people are sleeping outside. It's a perfect storm. You got greed, you got corporate greed, and you got people not wanting to feel like they don't want to face their problems head on. There's a lot of problems going on in society. So people say, oh, okay, let's cope with it with drugs. We didn't have money for drugs like when we was growing up like these guys do. So it just seems a little odd. But yeah, I heard that interview earlier, and I'm like, man, this is a sad state. We're in a sad state. You don't know what character you're going to get from a person from one time to another.
Have all the charges been dropped?
Yeah, I'm out on love.
Well, are you out on love or out of love? Which is it?
Out on love. Alone from night to night, you find me.
It's all now. It used to be two characters: the high character or the sober character, right? We used to interview the celebrities back in the day, like we had Mike Tyson. We knew Mike Tyson was a mental problem. But now we get dealing with 3 and 4 characters. You don't know who you're going to get. You don't know if they're going to be inappropriate with somebody's wife, with somebody's child. You don't know what's coming. Shit, Dana White smacked his wife in public.
This isn't the first time you and your wife have had a problem. Are the two of you going to be able to work this out?
Let's talk about some music.
You don't know what's coming.
Yeah,
These damn celebrities out and they lost control.
Count P-Funk, thank you for your articulation on whether this is drunk or punch drunk. AG3. You think it's just drunk or punch drunk?
Combination of both. I mean, I didn't listen to or seen too many Adrien Broner. I saw a couple of fights. I didn't really.
He was known as the Can Man.
But at the end of the day, I'm still Adrien the Problem Broner, the Can Man. Anybody can get it. Africans, I just beat the fuck out of a Mexican.
Oh no. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
All right. Well, in news this week, Nick Cannon says having 12 children was a response to trauma. Here's a clip.
Having all those kids was a response to your trauma.
Yeah, 100. Now I'm learning that now. Yeah, and it wasn't like I was acting out. It was more of being careless, being frivolous with my process because I could do it, because I had the money, because I had the access to whoever and however I wanted to move. And, okay, they coming at me, they asking me, opposed to like doing a mature thing and saying, hey, well, it probably makes more sense to do this.
All right. According to Nick Cannon, having access and privilege and fame is trauma. What do you guys think about that?
I try not to listen to that idiot dude too much.
Didn't he say his therapist said he has narcissism disease or something like that? He made up some new disease they got. Narcissistic trauma to the frontal lobe. I thought everybody with some money had narcissistic trauma to the frontal lobe.
That's the way he acted.
I'm like, come on, man. Y'all making up shit now. I'm so sick of this. I didn't know I had a problem. I didn't know I had a problem busting 12 nuts in 12 different nose. That was a problem. I had trauma. Get the fuck out of here.
I like how he tried to blame. Yeah, I'm
sick of these niggas, man.
Blame everybody but himself. Take no accountability.
None.
My trauma led to me living a charmed life and fucking mad bitches.
What'd you say?
The women love you when you get out there.
Why is that, ladies?
Well, I'm asking you.
Huh? Because
Why
I
do you
look
think
good.
that is? You
I
look
smell
good.
good. I
Yes.
feel good.
And you sing good.
And make love good.
Oh. Well, there we are. We don't have to ask anybody else. We got that from the source. There you are.
I only got 12 of them pregnant.
I got ADHD. That's why I got these girls pregnant, because my ADHD got my penis hard.
He doing all the thinking. That's why I can't pay attention to nothing.
I can't pay because my frontal lobe, my frontal lobe.
Your fans will have read all about this, James. Aren't you concerned about that?
No. Dankeschön. I'm concerned because there's nothing wrong.
And what are you going to say to your fans when they ask you some questions about it?
I'm going to say I feel good.
Out of all the trauma we will have in life, would you prefer to have the regular life trauma, or would you rather have Nick Cannon's trauma?
If I had to act like Nick Trauma, I'd rather just be broke.
You say you rather just what?
I'd rather be broke. But I like Nick Cannon's money. That's one thing I would like. If I had to act like him, they told me if I had to act like Nick Cannon had 12 kids, I'm like, never mind.
Count me as broke.
How did all of this trouble begin?
Living in America. There's nothing wrong.
Jimmy Kimmel has been canceled for making a joke that we made last week. But no, we didn't make the same joke. He made a better joke. But
no, we didn't. What joke? I don't remember saying a joke.
Jimmy Kimmel got canceled. Oh, you weren't there for that part of the conversation, Aaron. Where you go?
No.
You were walking the dog during our Charlie Kirk conversation. Anyways, Jimmy Kimmel has been canceled. Are we next? Here's a clip of the joke that got him fired.
We hit some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from it. In between the finger pointing, there was grieving. On Friday, the White House flew the flags at half-staff, which got some criticism. But on a human level, you can see how hard the president is taking this.
Condolences on the loss of your friend Charlie Kirk. May I ask, sir, personally, how are you holding up over the last day and a half, sir?
I think very good. And by the way, right there, you see all the trucks? They've just started construction of the new ballroom for the White House, which is something they've been trying to get, as you know, for about 150 years. And it's going to be a beauty.
Yes. Okay. He's at the fourth stage of grief, construction. Demolition, construction. This is not how an adult grieves the murder of someone he called a friend. This is how a 4-year-old mourns a goldfish, okay?
Was this enough to get Jimmy Kimmel pulled? And do we have to worry about First Amendment right in speech being taken away?
Well, it's crazy when Ted Cruz is out there talking about this is a bad precedent the FCC is setting. And if Ted Cruz can realize that this is bad, then someone should take notice.
If Tucker Carlson is making more sense than all the Democrats in 2025.
He didn't get canceled. This is the damn network being afraid of the new FCC chair who boss chief who Trump put in charge.
Yes, this is following a pattern of major corporate mergers happening. You saw it with Colbert, who openly criticized his parent company. So I can understand why you would have a reason to say we're going to take your show off because you criticized us openly and, called us out, which is a show and a tell at the stability at the top if they're taking that and feeling a certain type of way about it. Regardless of which, there are two. There's a major media company. I don't know the name because I didn't do enough research, but I heard about it. And there's a potential merger, and they know that in the future, if they want to get this merger done, the FCC is going to either get granted or say no to it. So, in basically pulling his show from their network programming with their major programming networks, they're backhandedly bending the knee.
The way I'm protesting this is by canceling everybody's free password they gave me for their Disney prescription.
You gonna go in there and just cancel our free? You're gonna cancel all our.
He gonna cancel everybody that you know's subscription to these services.
Yeah. I would just cancel the passwords. Only thing I pay for is Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Wait, you pay for Amazon Prime, but how come you don't be ordering anything for Amazon? You're making me do it for you.
No, he used to make my daughter do it for me, but I had to get so many damn truck parts. It started to become troublesome, especially when I was trying to do my taxes, and I had to weed out the stuff that I bought compared to the stuff her boyfriend bought. Like
disclaimer: this is not Captain P Funk trying to articulate his ways of evading taxes.
Well, the crazy thing is Pedro got some blue chews there and tried to blame it on his daughter boyfriend.
No one needs to know about this.
With this, these larger corporations and these machinations of basically knowing that, something I'm seeing with the Trump presidency 2.0 is like he's not afraid just to sign shit and basically say he's going to put his weight behind shit and be, kind of an agent of chaos when you think about it, like in the sense of like all the shit that's being signed and having to be fought in the courts and whatnot. But it does worry me if these larger companies and these institutions that have seemingly been under attack and threatened with federal funding, like how do you what's left other than the Supreme Court, which seems to be in their pocket anyways, but what else is left other than the institutions your society has built up over generations and hundreds of years, institutions, and to some degree we have to look at these corporations as our institutions, and they're obviously not. They're not. They carry weight. They have political influence even greater than, but they are institutions. But they're not necessarily of the people for the people. So I don't know, man. I think we in a really interesting time. I would like to say that it should get better. It can get better.
It will, Jared. And see, here's the thing. We're just now reaching what I like to call man adulthood after you hit 40. Time doesn't stop.
I've still got Riz.
We're not frozen in the see. That's how you know he reached middle age. Trying to use words he don't even know what the hell they mean all the way. Trying to use Generation Z words. No, I'm too old for that. But I mean, the time don't stop. And usually when you get these strong periods of stuff like this, of unrest, of corporate deregulation by the government, like the Reagan years, like the Nixon years, usually it'll be followed by a time of like some kind of pulling back and people standing up and fighting and things being changed. So I get upset when people are surprised. When they're like, man, can you believe this happened? And I'm like, am I supposed to be surprised, right? Like I haven't been surprised by anything that's happened. People, stop being surprised, and then we could be ready and moving forward. Let's start getting ready, getting some of the corporate Democrats out of position of the Democratic Party, and just move forward.
If a two-state solution won't work in Gaza, then a two party electoral, it's not gonna work in America.
You're comparing apples and oranges. That shit ain't even the same shit.
Yeah, it's funny because Charlie Kirk was talking about what was going on in Gaza too. He was criticizing them, and he started to lean the other way. He still didn't like gays and trans for some odd reason. He said some stuff early on, but he started to change some of his thoughts and was willing to have a conversation with people. But as far as free speech go, there's been people. People been canceled for saying some crazy stuff, and I didn't agree with that. I didn't want Roseanne Barr to be off the Roseanne Barr show because her whatever she believed. I didn't want the other chick. I forgot the other chick, but Roseanne Barr comes to mind when it comes to some of the stuff that she said about Obama's monkey chief of staff, whatever she called her, a monkey or something. She does look like a monkey. She's a comedian. It was comedic. Obama is gay. I'm sorry.
Tell me,
Jesus,
he didn't just say that.
God damn it, Pedro. Well, I made
Michelle's a man. Oh, sorry, I have Tourette's.
I was wondering when that one was going to come.
In other news, Donald Trump had a loving
he's a child.
had a loving and heartfelt but somber eulogy at Charlie Kirk's memorial, where he said,
"Not hate his opponents. He wanted the best for them." That's where I disagreed with Charlie. I hate my opponent, and I don't want the best for them. I'm sorry. The Department of Justice is also investigating networks of radical left maniacs. Just like Charlie and Erica made Turning Point hot, we are looking at a country that has the chance to attain a level like never before. Tariffs are making us rich again, richer than anybody ever thought was possible. And the only one challenging them are people that hate our country or foreign countries that are paying a price, because they did the same thing to us for years.
all right, he goes on at his heartfelt, loving eulogy for Charlie Kirk. What do you guys think about that?
Jared, I'm gonna start timing how long we spend on politics.
Yeah, I told Jared, you want to do a show. I didn't want to cover this real quick because it's the hot topic and most sports shows do. But you'll go on, Jared. I asked you, we can do a show on Friday. Every Friday if you want. We can call it Jared's Soapbox. I'm gonna just be on there and I'll be the devil's advocate.
AG3, is that how you like to be remembered at your eulogy?
Yeah, I'm talking about how Trump speaks. Then everybody go their ass home like they want them to. I ain't gonna have no repast so you eat up all my family good food. So I'm gonna have Trump speak so that way everybody can leave and go home.
Well, yeah, Camp P-Funk, man, your boy T-Rump out here spit freestyling at the eulogy.
Just like Trump to take over somebody's death, use it as a goddamn platform.
It's going to be a political tool to do so much worse.
Yes. I hope they don't use his death.
Oh, they are. They will. In NBA news, we're not talking about Kawhi, guys. Okay, we're gonna away from Kawhi. In NBA news, it is obviously gearing up for preseason and camps, but we are in, the NBA playoffs of player beasts right now.
Oh yes, we are. They didn't even break to get in shape.
They have the player beefs, I guess, happened in the off season, and we got two, late round contenders.
They in mid-season form.
The first one, apparently, Pat Bev, has got Trey Young, big mad. So much so that I had never seen Trey Young speak this much that I was like kind of shocked. And I knew what he sounded like now that he was talking, and he didn't have the same lisp as he once had. He got him so mad, he fixed his lisp a little bit. Here's a clip.
You said it. You went to the playoffs 9 times. I've only been to the playoffs 3. You're right. You have 6 more playoff appearances than me. Let's bring up some more facts. You've been to 1 conference finals. I've been to 1 conference finals. What year was that for you? Just another fact. Year 9. The year I made it was year 3. Just a fact. You want to know another one? You averaged 7 points and 2 is. I don't even know why I'm doing this. I'm really not even here to talk about my numbers, but here they are. Let's get into some more facts. Actually, you talk about a winner. What have you won? Tell me, what have you won? And don't respond with that sympathy. I won in life, I won in basketball, because you did, man. You made it to the NBA. There's very few many people that can say that. But at the same time, bro, it's levels to this shit. It's just different timetables, I get it. You're a little bit later into your career. I was 19, about to be 20, going into my rookie season. Do you want to know your age going into your rookie season? You were 24 your first year in the NBA. So you're talking about uncomfortable. Man, you don't know what uncomfortable is. You talk about winning and impact winning and all these things. You've been on some teams with some big-time players. How about I go through a list of these guys? LeBron, Giannis, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, Ant-Man, Cat. And we're not even going to talk about how we celebrate play-in wins. I win play-in games on the road, and I'm ready to get to the playoffs. You win play-in games at home, and you standing on the scorer's table acting like it's a championship. We celebrate wins different, too.
What do you guys think about Trey Young losing his lisp?
I love how he got upset with himself for talking about it at one point. I don't even know why I'm doing this. He got upset with himself. I love the part where he just basically talked about him and celebrating on Scorer's table crying.
That was hilarious. That was like that was like the end of the movie scene, like for like his like movie, like for him. That was like you know when the journeyman catcher who got bad knees and bunts the ball and somehow beats out a bunt to win the game.
Yeah.
Like, did they say the Indians won the World Series that year? No, they won that game to get to the playoffs, where they probably got swept.
It's like, Major League was smart enough to know, like, we can't make it so the Indians win the World Series. Nobody gonna believe. Like, we just made the playoffs. We won the tiebreaker game and made the playoffs. That's what they did, and that's what Pat Beverly did. I also like how your boy celebrated his teammates at the end.
My question is, is Pat Bev the Jake Taylor of the NBA?
You said Pat Bev was the Jay Steed of the NBA?
No, Jake Taylor. He was the catcher in Major League.
Oh, come on, man. The old man that just hoping to get a chance, just get one more shot.
Shout out to Tom Berenger, Jake Taylor, for being Pat Bev.
Pat Bev is emotional. You know, like he's saying he wanted life. He's one of those what Bo Monty call it. They can't go back all-stars. So every time he gets a chance to celebrate, he's going to celebrate life.
Remember, Pat Bev was McDonald's All-American, wasn't he? No, I don't know if he's McDonald's All-American.
I don't know.
He was in one of those. He used to get invited to those fans. So Pat Bev, he wasn't a McDonald's, but he was like, that's why he was roommates with Steph. He was invited to like the top camps. Yeah, he led the state. He led the state of Illinois with 37 points a game. It was player of the year.
Well, maybe he's glad he's still in the spotlight. He's got to keep his character up there because he knows if he keeps quiet, everybody's going to ignore his black gums. He wants his black gums to be seen. Big lips, black gums are always allowed.
For the Wooden Award. He was a candidate for the Wooden Award his sophomore year.
So Pat Bev comes from a good pedigree of basketball.
And then he was academically ineligible his junior year.
Shout out to this beef between Pat Bev and Trey Young. Were you guys impressed by Trey Young's approach and how he handled himself?
Yeah. I was fine with
I missed his list, like you said.
I do kind of miss it.
That's how mad he was. He was so mad the list was gone.
Like, I can't. I like when he talk with the list and the way he talks. Like, oh, that's when he get real hype. Get the Magic Johnson hype vibes.
He used to be kind of juicy mouthed too. That was the other thing.
Yeah.
He was not juicy mouthed there.
He was pissed.
And another thing, can we do a check-in on the hairline comeback of Trey Young real quick? Did y'all notice that either? Aaron, I'm surprised that's not the first thing you noticed.
You will never find blom, 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 a hairline like mine.
It is week 3. NFL. It's time for the rundown. Let's get it. Thursday night kicked off week 3 with the Buffalo Bills sneaking one out at home, 31-21 to the Dolphins, which sets the Dolphins now at 0-3 and is the not white guy gonna keep his job past week 6.
I like Tribe's Call Quest.
I think he's going to keep his job. I don't know who they're going to go to.
Go to an interim. You go to an interim until next year. And you don't do what the Raiders did, is hire your interim coach. Just because he
made y'all feel good for the last part of the season.
He made you feel good for the last 3 games, and you won 2 of them.
Tua had a concussion on that last drive.
I think Tua is contact averse to a point where it's detrimental to him now. And yeah, man, he blew that game on that crucial interception. Actually, their D lineman who ran into the kicker ruined that game for him. But at the same time, you know, he's risk averse and he's just throwing it. He's got to throw it, and he's not seeing it. He's not seeing it fast enough. He's not throwing it with the right read. So
I know they say this is a team sport, but there was a lot of individuals that lost games.
Yeah. The Bengals. The Jake Browning era is on in Cincinnati as the Bengals march into Minnesota and put a whooping in reverse on the Minnesota Vikings, 48-10. They did not actually win. They lost 48-10.
It wasn't that close.
No, it wasn't that close. I put it like this: people more upset because of my scoring system and how much the defense got fantasy points. Got 40
the Vikings
fantasy points.
They got how many points?
47 fantasy. But maybe I do need to get rid of tackle for a loss.
Tackle for loss could be like a half a point, a quarter of a point. But third down, 3 and outs, and 4
3
downs.
and outs gotta
those,
stay.
I think those are
that's
solid.
1 point.
Same cornerback scored 2 touchdowns on a forced fumble and an interception.
Dude, and he had another pick that I think slipped through his hands at the end.
So is Jake Browning look like he's grasping the concept of the offense and is going to be able to turn this around for the Bengals?
I need Jake Browning to play better so that way we can see his girlfriend, fiance on screen.
Yeah, because if he gets benched, she ain't going to be highlighted no more.
Nope.
The Jaguars defeated the Texans in, what is it called?
Duval.
Well, the Jaguars defended Duval by defeating the Texans 17-16.
Real ugly game. Like none of those teams had any offensive prowess.
Is Travis Hunter doing anything yet?
Trevor Lawrence has been, it's not really Travis Lawrence Fox, even Williams isn't doing anything. He's just been inaccurate as hell. Trevor Lawrence is one of those people that was big, tall, looked like sunshine from
Remember the Titans?
Yeah, remember the Titans. And everyone just loved him and he looked the part, but he came to Clemson at the right time. He followed Deshaun Pervert Watson, won a national title just like Deshaun Pervert Watson. He had all them weapons. His freshman year, he had all them weapons, and they won a national title. And then all of a sudden, they graduated.
He did some bad interceptions. So they kept the non-offensive minded Texans in the game. D'Amico Ryan is not it. Stop hiring, like Aaron says, stop hiring defensive coordinators. That offense, they did a 7-step drop on a short 4th and 1, and it got intercepted.
This is the problem, defensive coordinators. They're good cultural guys. They're good changing the outlook of the team. They're too much into the defense. You got to get an older defensive coordinator. One so old that he's willing, like Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll's not coaching the defense for the Raiders right now. He has a defensive coordinator. He's just, in fact, I saw him on the sideline talking to offensive players when the defense is on the field. But you'll never see people like D'Amico Ryans or Raheem Morris doing that. They're like, oh, this is my bread and butter. I'm gonna be out here. Hire like an old defensive coordinator like Todd Bowles, who realized like, okay, I gotta coach this whole team. I can't just coach one side of the ball. I gotta coach. Someone else is gonna call the defense.
Yeah, let's not just blame D'Amico Ryans. It's
he ain't that good yet.
Yeah, maybe not. He's good defense though.
He ain't that good of a coach. He has no discipline. They're coming loose. They get a lot of penalties, and that's all because of him.
Yeah,
it's him. That's what I'm saying. It's you can see a lot of mistakes.
Hopefully, they can hire Schottenheimer. Take him away from the Cowboys, please.
They need to hire the non-black dude to come in and.
Oh, that would be good for that
coordinator right now.
Yeah.
Right.
The non-white guy would be great in there, huh?
Because him and CJ Stroud can listen to hip hop, real hip hop
together.
Like Big Daddy Kane.
In the whinings.
Invisible Planets.
He listens to real hip hop like Skee-Lo and DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince.
The Titans fell just short in Tennessee to the Colts, 41-20. And the Colts are quietly, or quite loudly, 3-0.
There's your offensive coordinator. They hired an offensive guy. And look at the team. Because it brings a lot of excitement and fun. Defense doesn't bring excitement and fun. It doesn't bring excitement. We just explained what happened. There's the tales of two in the same division. Aren't they? Wait a minute. Are they in the same division? Two teams right there. Offensive guy, defensive guy. One is 0-3, the other one's 3-0. With a quarterback.
I think also your offensive coaches, they seem to draft all around better. They seem to have a perspective of the kind of defensive players they want. I'm going to give you an example. Minnesota's an offensive coach with a great defensive coordinator, and they drafted some great defensive players.
Perfect.
He said what type of players he want. And the offensive coach know what type of players fit the system. It's perfect. It's a good match made in heaven.
Raiders fell just short of beating Marcus Mariota and the Commanders in Washington, 24-41.
This is why you draft the backup that has the same skill set as your starter. How many times have we seen a quarterback like Lamar Jackson, his backup is Joe Flacco? No, you can't change the offense. You want the offense to stay the same. And they were able to still run read options. Mariota was out there still running like Jaden Daniels. So they're able to institute the same offense. They don't have to do this dramatic change, and it worked.
The Commanders still firmly look like they are a team to reckon with in the NFC East, rivaling the Eagles for that title. The Raiders, what can you say? It could be a bad season. It could be a long season for the Raiders. The Raiders remind me of a team I like to call my number one in my heart. Ain't shit ass Cowboys. But anyways, the Rams fell just short to the Eagles on a crazy bad beat, 26-33 in Philly.
They need to get rid of that damn tush push. Nothing pissed me off more than that. It's 2 weeks in a row. I just didn't. I seen the team get bailed out because of the tush push.
Yeah, that's not the reason why they lost.
No. The reason why they lost because they couldn't block on special teams, and Matthew Stafford threw a turnover after having a 2-score lead.
Cheat the same way. If they tush push it, go get your biggest nigga, get him fullback, give him the ball, and let him go over the top.
The problem with the tush push, Pedro, is this. Look, this was going to be my cutting corner shout out. Jared, if you want to put it in both, that's fine. My cutting corner shout out goes to people who say, man, ain't nothing wrong with tush push. You got to learn to stop it. The reason they didn't tush push before, Pedro, you know this, you were not allowed to hit your own player in the back to move him forward. They changed that rule about, 5-6 years ago, and this is what we're stuck with now. We're stuck with the team getting bailed out, doing this tush push when they're 3rd and 2. They just do it twice to get in the end zone or get a first down.
Okay.
It was nice to watch college football. Try to have the quarterback going over the top or bringing a running back. I watched the Rutgers Illinois game. I've seen like they were going for it on 4th down. They were handing out running back out of I formation, right? Quarterback trying to like option it. You do different things, man. You play football to get it. His feet, Jalen Hurts' feet is not even on the ground usually when he gets pushed past the line, Pedro.
Yeah, and that nigga owe me $5.
I know my brother gonna call me tomorrow and say, hey man, can you send somebody some money because I lost that game? Because he always bets on the Rams.
The Falcons
always bet on black.
Went into Carolina, ready to whoop that ass. Michael Penix, Tony, Big Penix Energy, and Bijan Poppy Robinson went in there and put a 0 burger on the Panthers, who responded by dropping 30 unanswered points.
You lose to that team by 30, you fire the coach tomorrow. I'm tired of that nigga Raheem Morris at the sideline just saying we're going to give him energy and this and that. That was some of the dumbest. It was some of the simplest plays, dude. I don't understand how you can't get Beaver Robinson out in open field. You got Drake London out there. Get him out. Get him 1-on-1. Run some drag rights underneath. They running simple shit, man. They been a couple of plays, but then by that time, Big Penix Energy shrunk up and started throwing interceptions because he was frustrated. Yeah, he was frustrated.
He did an awful pick 6.
2 dudes ran the same route, which put the corner right underneath that for that pick 6 because 2 of the dudes ran the same route. That's coaching. I'm tired of niggas on the sideline not thinking. The only thing I like coaching is Eric the Enemy, and he too hard on people.
Yeah, shout out to Eric Bieniemy. Come on the show. The Steelers snuck one out in Foxborough, 21-14 against the Patriots. Is Aaron Rodgers back?
No,
man.
He's old. New England, the Patriots, who we thought they were. We can move on from this. Drake made some. I was watching some of the highlights. He's doing everything. He looked like he walked into everything TJ Watt did.
I'm cool with Mike Vrabel. I think he's a good coach. I'm kind of a fan, but the overhyping of them getting him was ridiculous.
Well, he's a defensive coach who's not going to be creative on the offense.
No, remember they were so hyped.
He's just a more successful DeMeco Ryans. He's like, my team is always going to be 8-8 or 9-7, maybe, or 6-10.
Rodgers did make a big throw. That touchdown was a big throw at the end.
The Packers fall short to the Browns in Cleveland, 13-10. Shocker of the week, Pedro.
I don't. Sometimes Jordan Love. I know Myles Garrett looks like a Adonis, like what you call this says Oscar De La Hoya.
And was it looks like credit guarantee.
No,
it was in Tennessee. It was Tennessee, wasn't it? No.
It was the Chargers. Wasn't the Chargers in Denver?
Hell no, you didn't touch that game.
Yeah, Green Bay. No, it was too. I thought this would be too easy, so I know I didn't pick Cleveland. But Jordan Love, dude can look mediocre at the wrong time because they look like they're going to the Super Bowl. And for them to come out and drop this stinker.
How did Dylan Gabriel look?
Yeah, he looked good on holding that clipboard.
Joe Flacco's back.
That win. Joe Flacco got that win.
Flacco back. Joe Flacco got that win.
He got that comeback win. Jared, it was 10-0 in the fourth quarter.
Waka Flacca got you 13 points in the fourth. Okay, all right. Shout out to Joe Flacco. Maybe he's back. The Buccaneers
got us 10 points in the fourth.
Do any of y'all know what a BBC is? No! You don't want to know. It does much damage.
The Buccaneers defeat the Jets 29-27 in a close one. Mike Evans came with a hamstring injury. That's not good.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm just waiting for you guys to give Baker Mayfield credit. He won another game which he had to drive him down the field and score a touchdown. The defense let up, gave up a touchdown at the end. Looked like Buccaneers was gonna win, and then Baker got the ball back for like a minute left and drove the field and won.
Doing it in the playoffs.
He has. That's the crazy thing. He has 2 playoff wins.
Doing a game that means something.
He has 2 playoff wins. Can I tell you something? He has the same amount of playoff wins as Joe Burrow. He's done in the playoffs.
Shout out to the fraud, Baker Mayfield. The Broncos fall just short in San Diego to the Chargers, 23-20.
Sure, that I think that was my pick here.
Pedro, you never pick a game with the good team playing another good.
No, I gambled this week.
Jared, I need you to go back to the footage, Jared.
Yeah, you gotta go back to the footage, Jared. I believe it's gay.
Why don't you give him a 3-team parlay? Give him a 3-team parlay, Pedro.
Okay, all right. You got your guys got your pen and paper, not pencil, pen, because you write this in ink. You write this in ink, Jack. You take the Colts over the Titans. You take the Bills over the Dolphins to cover. Put your money on that game. Put all your money on that game. Like I said, 30%. Go ahead and put 40% of your winnings this week, since I got you paid this week. I got you niggas paid. Let's do some action here. Let's pick the Chargers by 1 point over the Denver Broncos.
Oh, it's getting cute.
Wow.
I thought you might
By
take
1 point.
the Packers at the Browns to solidify your
it's too easy. I would have touched the Seahawks game. I thought about taking the Seahawks game because that's a stone cold lock. Go ahead and throw that in for a bonus, but I'm going to give you Chargers 1 point over the Broncos. 1 point.
And while you're at it, take Seattle over the Saints for your 14 parlay.
There you go.
All right.
If I'm wrong, I'll make love to your wives.
Yeah, Pedro.
I win my parlay.
I was right about 2 of the games. Remember, I said I thought you chose either Buffalo,
I did a parlay.
and I knew you chose the Titans because I was like, he chose the Titans. Whoever the Titans by 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, if you guys want Stone Cold locks that'll get you paid, Camp P-Funk is at 100% over the first 2 weeks of the season. Better get them now before stuff starts getting too confusing. The Seahawks defeated the Saints in a nail-biter, 44-13. Kellen Moore. He's an offensive head coach. Why isn't it working?
I mean, I don't think he's a great coach.
Really?
That roster is horrible.
I don't know what they. I don't know.
I can't judge him because the roster is so bad.
Yeah, the story continues. Salary cap hell strikes again. We're going to go week to week. And other sad news or good news. I don't know. It depends how you look at it. Because if you hate Jerry Jones, it's good news. The Bears hosted at Soldier Field the Cowboys. And, you know, I always had this thing about the Cowboys. Whenever a team kind of had to prove it or like, you're like, are they that good? How good could they be? Like, it's always a great recipe to play the Cowboys. Because then you get to see what your team could look like playing at peak level against whatever the fuck the Cowboys are putting out there. They lost 31-14.
Somebody did this, Jared, and it ain't me. And it was so funny. Meme about, they still them boys. They had, what's Caleb Williams and a princess tiara and his fingernails painted with pointing at the scoreboard. I was cracking up. I was like, damn, y'all lost to a gay quarterback.
God damn it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say he's gay. He's just like Prince. He likes to wear blouses.
Do you think you put on a blouse after the game?
He actually served him pancakes afterwards.
Served him pancakes and grapes.
Well, memes or not, Pedro. Ben Johnson, they say in the rollout of Ben Johnson's office, been a little bit sputtering. So how you guys gonna fix the problem? He said we're gonna play the Cowboys next week, so we will see. We will see us playing at peak level. That's what they do for us. That's what they do for anybody they play against. You know, Russell Wilson. What did he do today against the Chiefs? How did he look against the Chiefs today? Hello?
He didn't throw for almost 500 yards.
Did they put up 30 plus points?
Nope.
Did they put up half of 30 points?
No, they didn't. They didn't get double digits.
So they didn't put up a quarter of 37 points. They went from scoring against the Cowboys, they averaged 37 points a game, Aaron. Against everyone else, they averaged 8.7 points a game, nigga. Something's wrong here. Dallas Cowboys 1-2. Let's go. Woo woo. Let's go. Y'all beat a bad team that can't score and barely beat them in overtime, 40-37. Oh, wrap it up, B. It's over. The Niners held tight, beat the Cardinals 16-15. Pedro, was your quarterback's height differential an issue in the game today?
But this is my Cuddy Corner shout out. The offensive line right now, an offensive line player across the board. I think I did this last year, the year before, and the year before that. My Cuddy Corner shout out goes out to offensive linemen not knowing their blocking assignments. B+ sent me a link about somebody complaining about the Raiders, how they're not blocking for Genty. I noticed that, and that's what got Connor hurt today. I think he broke his leg. It looked like he broke his fibula, maybe his ankle. I don't know. But the blocking, the whiff blocking, the missed assignments, it's so terrible right now.
That's a tough one. Yeah, fuck the Niners, by the way. And did I mention the Cowboys lost to the Bears? The Chiefs outlast the Giants 22-9 in the Meadowlands. As I said, Aaron, they're averaging 8.5 points a game versus other NFL teams. Against the Cowboys, they're averaging 37 fucking points a game. The Chiefs offense, you know, they were explosive tonight. They dropped 22. I'm gonna say Andy Reid's had about enough of that goofy ass Taylor Swift's husband. That's all he's gonna be known as soon enough. Taylor Swift's husband. He's not gonna be Travis Kelce no more. He's gonna be Taylor Swift's husband.
Here's the thing. Travis Kelce, you let him go after this year. That also opens up a lot of money to bring in better players.
Yeah. But they need to get better offensive players because what they're going on, I don't know. It's not been the most productive.
Need a running back also. So
they haven't had a real good running back or running game.
Derek froze again.
God damn it! I'm here. I hear y'all.
Yeah, but you froze mid-sentence.
What was I saying?
Close the Spank Bay app you got out.
What's that?
Close some of them windows you got open. Close the XNXX you got open, Jarrett.
We're in the last.
Turn off the Charlie Kirk Memorial video.
Turn off the wifey.com.
I think I just need to restart my router.
Basically a new website by Vixen and Black.com.
Oh shit!
Come on,
Captain P-Funk. We got week 14. You are 2 for 2 on your Stone Cold locks, and if people would just listen to you, brother, they would have made a lot of money, like a lot of money. So I need to know, Captain P-Funk, what is your week 3 Stone Cold lock? We got Seattle at the Arizona Cardinals. We got the Vikings going into Pittsburgh, Steel City. It's a collision course. Commanders at the Falcons. Chargers at the Gigantes. Titans at the Texans. Eagles at the Buccaneers. Panthers at the Patriots. Saints at the Bills. Browns at the Lions. Jaguars at the Niners. Colts versus the Rams. Bears versus the Raiders. Ravens at the Chiefs. Ooh, that's a good one. Green Bay at Dallas. Micah's return. Jets at the Dolphins. And Bengals at the Broncos. Give us your Stone Cold lock.
I don't like this week. I really don't like this week. I'm not confident in this week. Honestly, I want you to take your money and save it for next week. But if you got some money, you know, you got that little extra, you know, that little extra $100, that one spot, that buck spot. If you got that, guaranteed Stone Cold lock. Texans and Titans. Take the Texans.
Wow.
Guaranteed. But don't take all your money. Just take a little.
I thought you was gonna pick the Bills over the Saints.
No, that's too easy. That's too easy. Y'all can do that yourself. You don't need me to do that. You need a guru. You need a guy that knows. You need a guy that will gamble, that gambles and knows that get you real money. I'm gonna get you real money with the Texans over the Titans. Look for D'Amico Ryan's first win because they are upset. You can see C.J. Stroud almost crying on the sideline because he know he ain't got no offense coordinator. But they should easily win at a defense because now the route tree is shrinking for the Titans. They don't have no players on the outside, none.
Okay, Paige.
I don't like this week to do a three-team parlay. I'll lose this every time. I don't like this week.
All right.
Except the Broncos and the Bengals. Go ahead and give them some action too if you want to.
All right, Broncos over the Bengals.
Yeah, go ahead and give them some action.
Please tell me what you think about the Packers Cowboys. How would you approach that one?
No, I would pick Packers, but that can also go either way because are they playing? Wait a minute, Cowboys are at home.
Mm-hmm.
Revenge game from Michael Parsons. Go ahead, take that one. Go ahead, pick that one. So there's 3 of them for you. Go ahead and pick the Green Bay against Cowboys. Take that one, so that's 3. I'm giving you a 3-game parlay. I just gave it to you. The Broncos over the Bengals, Green Bay over Cowboys, and Texas over Titans. Go ahead and take that 3-game. I don't want to do it to you guys. I won't do it this week. I don't like these matchups, but I'm going to just go ahead and do it because Jared was nice.
All right. Well, there you heard it here first. If you want to make some money, allegedly, listen to Cat P from Stone Cold Locks.
Yes, and I got insight. And if y'all wondering why I'm 100% on this, because I do talk to locker rooms, I talk to sideline reporters. I know a lot of insight, so call me. Call me now. I know Ski Lee wants some money off me. Ski Lee, give me my 10%.
In sports news, Cardi B and Stephon Diggs.
I should know he was going to take sports here.
I've announced that he's pregnant. What do you guys think about that?
Class A whore. Can we move on?
I ain't talking about Stephon Diggs. He ain't talking about the woman.
Yeah, exactly.
He talking about the male. I feel sorry for that child, man. Hopefully. Maybe one of the grandmas come in and help raise that child.
All right. Well, shout out to them, the happy couple. Congratulations on the
normalized whoring.
Remember, Stephon Diggs was the one who was on Family Feud and said this.
Finish this phrase. Leave it what?
In.
Name something specific. Let some specific people put it. I got outfit mouth. Is this real? Oh my.
And that was a young Stephon Diggs too. That was a young Stephon Diggs.
And the way his eyes started going.
He'll be on Broke Part 2.
He'll be on Broke Part 3.
Yeah. Shout out to Stephon Diggs. Obviously handing out that candy on that boat with all them other women's is paying off.
What guy on this team would you least like to date your sister?
What the hell?
Diggs.
Oh, Stephon Diggs. He couldn't date my sister.
100%. Why Diggs?
Because he's not a guy that you want to bring home to your parents. Like, you don't want your sister to bring him home to your parents, so therefore she can't date him.
That's what Kirk did. She did definitely normalize that horror culture, that thought culture.
Everywhere you go,
She helped to usher it in.
Right, you see girls, you see young girls on IG talking about, hey man, like shoot, I know how to suck a dick. When have we ever heard that, Eric? We never heard that from nobody. We heard it from
even
one
the ones
person.
you know did kept it quiet.
Thank you. Now they are, boy, I know how to lick some balls.
Well, you know, it's I think it's a different generation. It's more, you know, free.
Yeah, we're in that thought culture. You know, Jared, more people need to be crying at Passion of the Christ. Nowadays. That's the problem. We need more people crying at Passion.
That generation is not the young one anymore, bro.
We need white Jesus, because this black Jesus the black Israelites talk about ain't working.
Hey, shout out to the black Israelites.